So we want to conclude our examples of transformations of functions with one more video. So we want to do a couple more examples at least. Let's sketch the graph of the function using transformation. So here's our function, y equals minus, in parentheses, x plus 2, and then all that's cubed. So, what's the parent? What's the mama function? Well, let's say we cover up, first of all, this minus out in front of the house. Then inside of the house, let's say we cover up this plus 2. Looks like we're left with y equals x cubed, right? Y equals x cubed, that's our parent. Let's see if we can write that. Parent. Y equals x cubed. Remember what the cubing function looks like. You're going to need a lot of vertical space for the cubing function. All right, here goes. This will be my x-axis, and this will be my y-axis here. So the cubing function has 5 key points we want to be familiar with. So we're going to have, let's tick off. This will be negative 2 here. This will be positive 2 here. Negative 1 here, positive 1 here. And on the x-axis, the y-axis, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 8. And on the positive y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so how are we? Well, we're going negative 2, negative 8 is a key point. Right there. Negative 1 is a key point. 0, 0 is a key point. 1, 1 is a key point. 2, 8 is a key point. And you got what? The Arnold Schwarzenegger with one arm. So here's his body right here, right? The center is his body. And one arm is going up in the air. Well, it doesn't work too well. Let's try it one more time. Arnold's right arm. I guess this is his left arm going up in the air. And his right arm would be going down like that. Yeah, that would be his right arm right there. All right, so first we want to deal with this red negative out in front of the house. What happens? We got y equals minus x cubed. So first we want to deal with that minus out in front of the house. So basically do your order of operations from left to right. You got a minus out in front of the house. It reflects at about which axis? Reflects about, well, remember when you have a minus out in front of the house, it flips it upside down, so it's about the x-axis. So we're going to flip all our points upside down. So I'm going to start with 2, 8, and it's going to flip down to 2, negative 8. I'm going to do what? 1, 1, and flip it to 1, negative 1. 0, 0 is going to stay put. Negative 1 is going to flip up the negative 1, positive 1. Negative 2, negative 8 is going to flip up the 2, negative 2, negative. I'm sorry, negative 2, positive 8. And we're going to do something like, come on, right, please. There we go. This. And then going down like that. All right. Now, we got one more thing. We got a plus 2, a blue plus 2 inside the house, right? So we got y equals negative, parentheses, x plus 2 inside of the house. Now that's cubed. What does a plus 2 do inside of the house? It shifts it horizontally. Which direction? Left to right? What's the opposite of the sign when you're inside of the house? So it's going to be to the right. I'm sorry, left to the left. Shifts left to 2 units. So it's the opposite of the sign when it's inside of the house. When it's outside of the house, it's the same as the sign. When it's inside of the house, it's the opposite of the sign. So if it says plus 2, you move left 2. So you're going to take our red points and move them left 2. So this first red point up in the corner, negative 2, negative 8 is going to move to negative 4. negative 8. What negative 1, positive 1 is going to move to negative 3, positive 1. 0, 0 is going to move to negative 2, comma 0. I'm going to do this arm here on the left. All right, and then the point 1, negative 1 is going to move 2 to the left. Then this point at what? 2, negative 8 is going to move 2 to the left. I'm going to make this arm going down here. So the blue guy is my graph. Let's give that dude his own XY plane. All right, let's copy these points again. So we got the first blue point is 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4, 8. Right there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 8. Negative 4, 8. And then we have what? Negative 3, 1. And then negative 2, 0. Then negative 1, 0. Okay, let me do this arm here on the left side. Okay. And then we got the point 0, negative 8. And there it is. The arm on the other side. So this is it. So this is y equals minus parentheses x plus 2 quantity cubed. It's a third power right there. Ah, windy. So there's our graph, right? Yeah, it's not drawing right. Grade me. So that one tends to go off screen a little bit. Doesn't fit on screen very well. So this graph paper here on this iPen, it can't be made any smaller. It's as small as it goes. Okay, we want to do one more example. This one's a little tricky. Y equals, let's do square root of minus x plus 1 under the radical. Minus x plus 1 under the radical. So you cover up a couple of things. So first you cover up when you're trying to find the parent. The minus. And then cover up the plus 1. And what's left is your function, y equals the square root of x right here, right? That's your parent. So let's think about that parent for a second. It's one we're familiar with, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative. 4, negative. 1, negative. So key points for the parent are what? 0, 0. 1, 1. There are 4 key points. 4, 2. And 9, 3. Something like that, right? Now, when you look at this function, y equals square root of negative x plus 1. Anytime you have a negative inside of the house in front of the x, and you have a plus or minus, you have to factor a negative out in the following way. So you're going to take this red negative here. You're going to factor it. So what happens when you factor it? You're going to put a parentheses. And you're going to have an x there, right? X, because negative times x would give you negative x. Then after that, you have to put a minus 1, right? So think about the red negative and the blue negative 1. When they double up, you get a positive 1, right? Double negative makes a plus 1. This is another way to write the function. This is the useful form for writing the function, so you can figure out how to shift things and how to reflect things. So first of all, I want to focus on that minus out in front of the house. So I'm going to focus on right now the red part. I'm going to focus on y equals square root of minus x only right now. We're not going to worry about that minus 1 and parentheses after the x. So what does that minus in front of the x inside of the house do? It's a reflection about the y-axis. Reflects about the y-axis. So we're going to take all our green points and flip them around the other way. So I'm going to start with the center. The center actually doesn't flip, but 1 flips to negative 1, and 4 2 flips to negative 4 2, and 9 3 flips to negative 9 3. So there's the reflection about the y-axis, going in the opposite direction. All right, what about this last piece, the minus 1 inside the house? So I got y equals square root of negative, and then parentheses x, and then minus 1. What's that minus 2 inside of the house? So there's minus 1 here inside of the house. That is going to shift everything horizontally, right? How? To the right, right? To the right one. Shifts. Right one. Remember when there's a minus inside of the house, it shifts it horizontally to the right. If it would have been a plus 1 inside of the house, you would shift it horizontally to the left. Shifts right one. I'm going to take all my red points and move them to the right one. So I'm going to start with 0 0 and shift it right 1. I'm going to just do negative 1 1 and shift it right 1. I'm going to do what? Negative 4 2 and shift it right 1. I'm going to take negative 9 3 and shift it right 1. And we're going to connect those blue points. We're going to get something that's just a shift of the red. That's it. Now let me give it its own picture here. To have space to give it its own picture? Probably not. Maybe I can give it its own picture, right? Maybe I can give it its own picture. If I'm really careful here. So I'm going to give it its own picture underneath here. Can I squeeze it in? Can I squeeze it in? Can I squeeze it in? Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. I know I can. I'm going to do it here. So this is going to be my x-axis, and this is going to be my y-axis. I'm going to just plot those blue points I had earlier. I'm going to have here 1 0, 0 1, 1 2 3, negative 3 2, and negative 8 3 right there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There it is. Going off screen a little bit. Let me get rid of this guy. That guy right there. There we go. Yep. That'll do it. This is the graph right here. Y equals square root of negative x plus 1. Or you could call it y equals square root of negative parentheses x. And then minus 1 in parentheses. And close the parentheses. Either way. So grade me this one.